One of the huge problems in the healthcare industry is that people do not stick to the healthcare programs. It's a bad problem before people are diagnosed, but it's even worse after they're diagnosed, in the sense that they know that they're supposed to be eating differently, checking their blood glucose, maybe checking their heart rate, and so forth, but they just simply don't. Why do people procrastinate? Why do people avoid unpleasant things? Fundamentally, it's because of something, a quirk of our psychology called hyperbolic discounting, which is the tendency of human beings to, well, I guess probably all mammals, to focus on something in the present as opposed to something in the distant future, to actually, prefer $1 today to $10 2 years from now. Or, of course, a piece of chocolate cake today as opposed to being a little bit more healthy or skinnier a year from now. Well, what we need to do is to actually figure out a way to bring that benefit from the distant future into the present. And that's what games are good at. Games are good at rewarding you for, playing the game, rewarding you for doing what you're supposed to do. There's a lot of different techniques we can use. One is as simple as giving you little alerts and reminders and praise from the software itself that encourages you to stick with your program. But we can also, we call that process just pointsification. That's sort of just the beginning of it. It gets much more interesting when we can give you a record, a history of everything that you've done, and actually show how you've progressed, give you a feeling every time that you check in about your health that, wow, look at all that I've accomplished, and I'm going to stick with it. I don't want to break this chain. It gets even more interesting when we can bring in members of your social group, members of your family, or members of your clinical team, so that those natural social pressures also reinforce what's going on in the game. So we have a game called Monster Manor, which is part of a suite called Small Things, and in that suite everybody's sort of invited, a clinical team, your parents. So the game, I forgot to mention, is actually for children, and in the suite the parents use a website or a mobile application, and the kids actually play a game on their phone, and the game has little monsters in it, and you can grow and evolve those monsters or collect many of them, but you can only do so if you actually stick with the health program. So you accelerate your progress through the game by doing things like checking your blood sugar, reporting that to your parents, and so forth. So this takes a task that's obviously not very pleasant of pushing yourself to get your blood sugar, and it's a spoonful of sugar to make it not so unpleasant, and we hope that the anticipation of getting that next monster will actually help you to remember that there's this task that you need to do a few times a day. Another example for adults is our Health Seeker game, and in Health Seeker we really want to focus on the social aspect, so it runs within Facebook, and game players can invite other game players to play the game, but also to do specific challenges. And when somebody does accomplish one of the challenges, eating a particular healthy type of food every day for a week, or avoiding another type of food, etc., you can be rewarded with kudos or praise, basically, within the game. So your friends can cheer you on for meeting the tasks that you've set for yourself, or even the challenges that have been issued to you by your friends, your family, or maybe by a clinician. So in all of these examples, the goal is to increase engagement in your healthcare program, to bring rewards from the distant future into the present, to get you to stick with the plan, and therefore improve your health outcome in the long term.